Hey everybody, it's Derek with Hi-Fi Resale Shop. We're back in the storage area. We have 17 orders that happened over this last weekend that we need to pack up and ship out. Today it's Monday, the 13th. We missed a video last week. I apologize. I was doing some shorts that you can see over there on Facebook. If you like our page on YouTube, you should go over to our Facebook page, like that. Try and put some content out over there as well. I don't get much traction, but I've had that Facebook page way longer, and I think there's a lot of bot like numbers on that, because way back in the day we paid for some advertising on there, and we got a bunch of people that liked our page, but there's not a lot of activity over there. So if you want to see those videos, I'm going to try and compile that video together and then put it on the YouTube page. It's another video about how to do CDs, how to get your CDs up online for money, to make money on eBay. But I will try and do that shortly. It's just taking me a little bit to compile that stuff from the little bits and pieces that I did. But we sold 70 things over the weekend, 336 in gross sales, bunch of CDs, some clothes, and a couple of other things, odds and ends there. And let's go through those things that we sold on eBay for a profit. Let's go down to the first thing on Friday. So the day that I actually get to work on eBay really is just Friday and Saturday. We do things with the family on Saturday, so sometimes Saturday is not an option, but this week Saturday it was supposed to rain and it really never did. So I was able to sit down and do some work. I think we did something on Saturday, I can't remember what it was, but Friday is like the day I try to leave open to be able to do eBay. And I did some listing on Friday and Saturday. Basically what I was trying to do was to like clean off an area on the desk that I was working at, because I have taken over the dining room table a little bit, and we haven't eaten as a family at the table in a while because there's a bunch of stuff. My mom came to visit, and she brought this china that she is getting rid of. So that was sitting there, and then a bunch of CDs that were sitting there. So I tried to get through that, some of that, to make some room. So I did a bunch of lots of CDs or bundles of CDs, and we sold a few. You'll see them in this video. But I did 56 listings over 2 days. I thought that was pretty good, and I cleaned up some area. I did some cleaning in this storage area just so I could move some stuff in here from the kitchen table or the dining room table, and that worked out well. I'm still working on my new inventory system. I have to go pick up my boxes from Grainger, and then I can I have to build the second bookshelf, basically. It's one of the wire baking racks, they call it, and it's got casters on it. It's movable. They sell them at Menards, and I bought 2 of them with a refund check that I got for the money I spent on redoing my daughter's, making my daughter's room, turning my office into my daughter's room. So then I got those basically for like both of them with the rebate check, and then $30 I got these shelving units, and that's going to take care of a lot of the clothes. I've gotten 3 empty Z-racks in here now. I have 2 more to get emptied, and then this one back here which has new clothes on it, which we were doing on the Trying on a Whatnot show. So many different directions. I don't like going in so many different directions. It kind of makes my head spin. But So the next step is to like get those boxes from Granger and kind of work on the rest of the clothes in here. I've in order to like do what I need to do, I think this stuff is gonna all these clothes are gonna have to be bagged up and in boxes. It takes up way less room, and if you get the number system down, then there's really nothing to worry about in terms of finding stuff. So, but let's get back. Let's do the stuff that's sold and show you what you could find at a garage sale to make money on eBay. Okay, so the first thing was a shirt here. This New Direction shirt with ruffles. It's like a little blouse tank. It's a large, and it's got the ruffles on it, and it sold for $9.09 plus shipping. So there's that. The next thing that sold is Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. This CD, I don't know this band. It looks like alt rock or something like that. Hard rock. It says emo. $9.09 plus shipping on top for that. And then the next thing is over here. This Cardinals flask and shot glass set. It's got 4 shot glasses in this flask. This is something I picked up at like Ross or whatever. I had Mizzou ones. I had these Cardinal ones, and I had another version, maybe the Royals ones, and this is the last one out of that group, and this sold for $13 plus shipping on top. So that's been around a couple of years now, so we're done with that. It was something that I tried, the retail arbitrage thing, and I'm not particularly good at it, so I kind of stay away from it now. Let's see here. The next thing is also from kind of a retail arbitrage situation. These new NBA basketball black and red silver side knee-length shorts. They're new with tags. These sold for $10.99 plus shipping, and the cost on these were $9.99. So I didn't make very much money. If I even made a penny, I probably didn't make it. But got to remember that was 2 years ago in 2024. They've been here since then. So somebody offered that amount of money, and I can pull my dollars back out of them sitting on the shelf and try and reinvest them in something else. So that's the way I see that. The next item is this bike racing one piece. Pearl Izumi black and orange yellow sleeveless short cycling one piece zip front medium. And this sold for $19.99. This came out of a storage locker. We found a bunch of bicycle racing stuff in a storage locker, and that's where that came from. So $19.99 plus shipping on top, so that was a pretty good sale there. The next item is this Banana Republic shirt. This blouse, v-neck, long sleeve, medium. This sold for $11.89. So Banana Republic isn't going to make you a millionaire, but it still sells, and people are looking for it. This being black, somebody could wear it to like a job, so that's good. $11.89 plus shipping on top for that. The next item is this Thomas Dean blue with yellow floral large collared button-down shirt with a contrast cuff. You can't see the contrast cuff on it, but usually it matches like this pattern in here. And this was like a 2000 style kind of that people really liked. This sold for $10 plus $6 in shipping, so $10 plus shipping on that. The next item that sold is one of the lots of CDs that I just listed the other day. So this bundle of SWV, Sisters with Voices CDs, 3 CD bundle, sold for $12, free ship. So like $1 in fees and then $5 in shipping. Probably made about $5 on that. 3 CDs. The next item that sold was these Gretchen Wilson CDs. 3 CDs. Gretchen Wilson country CDs. $20.99 free ship. So probably made about $13 on those. The next item is where did it go? Oh, it's over here. This J. Vivaldi dress, black dress, large, and it sold for $12.99 plus shipping on top. The next item is another one of those CDs that I put up the other day. These Static X CDs, there's 2 of them. Machine and Wisconsin Death Trip. They're metal and hard rock. And these 2 CDs sold for $16, free ship. The next item, there's a trend going on here that I'm like recouping money on stuff that was just a bad purchase to begin with. There's that is what seems to be happening here. So this Chico's Ultimate Tee, it is new with tags. It's like a teal. It's a Chico's size 3. It's extra large. It's new. This sold for $12 plus shipping on top. And I actually bought this off of when I was discovering Whatnot. I bought this off a Bearded Thrift Machine Whatnot show I bought a whole bunch of other stuff too, but the cost on this was $11, and I'm selling it for $12 plus shipping on top. So way too much to be buying a item for. But Whatnot is one of those things where you kind of get sucked into the excitement, and then you kind of forget the rules that you're using to buy things. So not really a good way for me to source things, because I let my excitement get the best of me. The next item that sold is this vintage 1996 Space Jam small Bugs Bunny all over print. Pretty cool vintage shirt. I touched this the other day when I was putting it in the bag in the box, because this was on a hanger, and I was like, I can't believe that this hasn't sold. But this sold for $20.99 plus shipping on top. So that was a good sale. The next item that sold, pretty good sale. This new sealed Mr. Stinky Armed Criminal Action rap CD, maybe reggae. This sold for $20 plus shipping on top. That's a good CD sale. The next item that sold is another CD, Toto Isolation. I don't see any songs on here that I know from Toto. $10.49 plus shipping on top for that. Another sale of CDs was this morning. These Ultimate Chilled Volume 3 and 5 bundle of 2 CDs, but there's 4 discs in here. Pop and dance and electronic music. These sold for $18, free ship. And then finally, the last CD, which sold while I was pulling stuff this morning, this Under Oath, Lost in the Sound heavy metal CD. This sold for $6.29 plus shipping on top, and I got this at ICT Books in Wichita. That is a story unto itself. I took a trip with my friend to Wichita, and when I tried to edit the footage together, I lost a whole bunch of footage, and I thought it was going to be a really good video, and then I screwed up all the footage on it, and I couldn't recover it, and I tried for a couple of weeks trying to figure it out, and it was like the middle footage that I lost, so I really was not able to pull myself and tell myself that it would be okay to just put what I had out there. But we took a trip to Kansas, I think it was Wichita, Kansas, and went to this ICT Books place. It was great, cool place and everything. I had an interview with my friend while we were driving back in the car. It was a really good interview, and I screwed up the footage, so it's really disappointing in that. I'll have to try to redo something like that again. But that's it. That's everything that sold over the course of the weekend. Again, $336 gross of things that sold. And I'm trying to think of anything else that's going on here at Hi-Fi Resale Shop. Just doing the inventory thing, trying to change over this inventory system that I have. I've been spending less and less time on eBay, and quite honestly getting the same results that I got before. I think the first 10 hours that you put into eBay for the week, you get like thousands of dollars worth of effect from it, and then the more you put into it, the less and less and less effect you get out of it. So, and I have somebody who wants to say hi. This is Ivy. Ivy says hi. But that's everything here at Hi-Fi Resale Shop. If you have any questions, comments, please put them in the area below. I'd love to answer any questions people have. If there's a specific video that you'd like to see me make, please put that in the comments. I'm always up for ideas. And then we will see you next time on Hi-Fi Resale Shop. Remember to always give yourself a self high five when you find that cool thing at the resale shop. See you next time.